I think I broke it. Yep. Hey everybody, Life's Journey at 50 here. So pumping out some videos here. Obviously I am banged up a little bit. So as you guys can see, I have a boot on, and hopefully it'll just be only a boot. So I was at the Get On Adventure Fest, which I would tell you that if you have an opportunity, maybe next year or whatever, I would highly recommend the Revzilla thing. It's a little pricey. I think it was over $400. I thought, but I thought they did a great job. A lot of great people, met a lot of wonderful folks, and putting names and faces and stuff like that together. The Revzilla store, obviously all the other vendors that were there. It was really a great event. Another update. So anyways, I'll talk a little bit about the Revzilla Fest. So for me, I was really excited about going to this thing, but as you guys probably saw in my earlier video, I had the incident that happened in Nebraska. Did the Wyoming BDR, but I was really banged up from what happened on the highway. It caught up to me probably about a couple of days later, right? My body finally took the impact of it. My back is actually to this day still a little sore. Just, you know, my body's just banged and bruised. I mean, you take one on the highway like that and do what I did, ride 500 miles to Denver and Fort Collins or so to get, you know, everything ready, go on a BDR to begin with. Is folks that's done BDRs knows what rigorous and things that portrays. Finishing that up, I got 1 day of rest and then went into the Adventure Fest, and just my body was just tired. And although it was great because I met Ian from Big Rock Moto, Jess and Jordan, Jess from Her Two Wheels. She's a fellow Ohioan. That was pretty cool, especially her husband, Jordan. He does some stuff too on YouTube. Got to meet Amanda from As the Magpie Flies with her brother. Everybody calls her the brother, but I think it's Gary, if I'm not mistaken. And I know I watch the channel, so I apologize, Amanda. But these folks were fantastic in the YouTube community. You know, got to see Tim James, and Ina from the BDR group and others. Can't remember everybody's name. You know, Wendy, our favorite BMW instructor. Obviously, her and Tim are engaged. That's great. But she was there representing BMW and the Rider Academy. And, you know, I met a lot of great people. And, so I've become pretty decent friends with, pretty good friends, shouldn't say decent, but good friends with Kyle Bradshaw. You guys might know him. He does all the tire reviews, and obviously works for Nelson Riggs. So big shout out to Kyle. We were riding, I believe it's Keith from, Big Ass, Seats or whatever, the, cushions. I'll have to double check on that. So I apologize, but, and I do this off the cuff, so I don't have notes, don't do any pre-read. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's, you know, I'm not, you know, production expert here. It's a one-man band, folks, so don't beat me up. But we went riding on Friday, day 2 of the Get On Adventure Fest, and luckily enough, Kyle was behind me and caught video of it. But we're on like a 2-track, and I mean, we're up in the hills, and you know, of South Dakota, and it was kind of a little bit of a switchback, a turn. I was in the left lane again, ride right. If I was riding right, this probably wouldn't have happened. But I was riding left, leaned the bike in as I went around. We went down in a little swale, and you'll see the video. I came up, and I was really tight to the edge, which I shouldn't have been. I was tight to the edge, and there was a rock, mud, pack, whatever, but it was big enough that it was sticking out from the edge, and I clipped it with my foot and bent my foot straight back, and I knew something was wrong, because you can see in the video where I immediately just like got into the right thing, and kind of, you can see my leg come up, and I just was kind of hobbling, and I knew something was wrong. And now I didn't hear anything break. I didn't, that didn't feel like anything, but so we rode down, met the rest of the group. I continued to keep riding down. And I was just like, guys, I got to break off. I got to go back. So I probably had 40, 50 miles ride back to the Buffalo Chip in Sturgis, which is, again, where the ADV Fest was going on. And I got back. I got to my tent. I don't know. It was probably mid-afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock by this time. And I literally laid down in my tent with the tent open, had my foot, luckily enough, I had a click chair that I use, and really didn't take my foot out of the boot. Kind of laid there for about 4 hours or so. Kyle and them were luckily were nice enough to bring me over dinner and stuff, and ate that, and basically took some Tylenol and Advil and stuff like that. Got through the night, did take my boot off just to let some blood flow. By the next morning, I mean, it was a softball around my ankle. And I had some pain up on the upper part of my leg as well. And I was, like, I felt that was a little funny as well. So anyhow, kind of got myself dressed. I'm still kind of recovering from all my wounds from sliding down the highway. And sure enough, packing up, I tried to put my boot back on, got it on, thank God, and packed up my stuff and left relatively early from Sturgis on Saturday. Rode about 750 miles or so, 800 miles to Iowa City. Finally found a hotel, because I rode probably about 100, 150 miles just trying to find a hotel. And I would tell you, I think it's 20 across Iowa. You could, I forget how I took it anyways. I think there's 20 is across Iowa. It's kind of like a by-highway type of thing. There's really not much on there. So just FYI, if you ride that for 200 or 300 miles, there's not much. You almost have to get to Iowa City, which is what I did. Anyhow, long story short, I got in late to Iowa City. Like I said, got 750, 800 miles in. Passed out in the bed. Took a shower, and basically, I actually, the luggage cart for the hotel, I actually left everything on the luggage cart, just stripped out, took a shower, went to bed, left it in their room. Got up about 5:30 or so the next morning, got dressed, got back on the bike, and then rode the rest of the way home to Cincinnati. About another 450, 500 miles, about 1,300 miles all in tow. Couldn't get to see the doctor. Monday, went in Tuesday. Sure enough, got a fracture in my ankle. And then as he was feeling around, I said, yeah, you might want to take a look at my leg or whatever. Started feeling around. He goes, yeah, let's do that. So sure enough, he took just one snapshot. They took a couple, but one snapshot. He just goes, yeah, you got a broken fibula. So anyway, so I'm in my boot. I got to go back Friday. This coming, I think it's August 4th or whatever. I got to go back Friday to get it checked out. They're hoping that the fracture doesn't spread anymore. Either that, they might have to do surgery, or might put a cast on, whatever. But hopefully, I just got to do the boot. It'll be 4 to 8 weeks, most likely 6 to 8 weeks. I'm going to be down and out. I will be at Whalen Wayne weekend. I am going to bring both bikes. I'm going to be there. I got my buddy Ricardo, Epico Moto. He can use my KTM. You can still see the parts haven't come in yet to get it replaced from all the damage they did to it. But him, and then I'll have my GS there. And if Jocelyn, you want to use it, I've told Chad Warner that the extra GS, if Jocelyn needs a bike or someone needs a bike, they can borrow mine. I'm all good with that, but I'll be at Whalen Wayne weekend. But kind of want to get you guys updated. I've had, 2 episodes within a 7-day period that really just kind of knocked me out. Probably not bad that I got to take a break. So, But anyways, that's what happened. But I will say, part of the Adventure Fest, fantastic. I wish I wouldn't have got hurt. I would have been able to stick around all day Saturday. Got some other things that were going on. I missed like the festivities of Friday night and obviously all day Saturday. They did do some. The tracks and stuff you guys will see. I've got some stuff that where they rode. The tracks and the trails were fantastic. Great event. Like I said, a little bit pricey. But these things are not getting cheaper, folks. They are pretty pricey, and it was well attended. It was a great event. So anyways, hope you enjoy some of the footage that I have from it. I'll show you what happened with my foot and my legs, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that. So again, thanks for the support out there, and hope to see you guys soon. I'll probably do another live stream coming up in a few weeks, and we'll go from there. So thanks, everybody. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.